Hello guys, hello everyone. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. This is a beautiful place, a beautiful day to share a story with you. And in this wonderful place, I want to thank Karen who invited me to join this beautiful space that we have to talk about books, to share stories, and especially to be together through good and bad, right? So my name is Susana. I want to introduce myself. I'm a children's book author, and this is a very special book that I want to share because it has a beautiful message. It talks about respect, it talks about empathy, it talks about understanding that not everybody has to be the same, so we can love each other. So we are ready. I also want to have a little disclaimer right here. Well, this is the book. It's called Lala, a different kind of lizard. I want to tell you something very special about this book. Not only is my first book and it has like a nice message, like I said, it's also a bilingual book. So, bilingual book means that you have two languages here. You have English and Spanish, and you're going to hear today's story in both English and Spanish. Hola, amigos. Vamos a contar este cuento hoy en dos idiomas. Lo vamos a contar en inglés y lo vamos a contar en español. If you want to practice your Spanish, si quieres practicar inglés, pay attention, pon atención. Vamos a contar el cuento ahora mismo. Esta es una lagartija que se llama Lala. Tú ves que es una lagartija verde. You see, Lala is a different kind of lizard. You see that it's a green lizard. She looks like every other lizard, but I'm going to tell you why she's so different. Let's start right now. No more words. In this beautiful garden, filled with flowers and strawberries, lives a small lizard named Lala. She looks like a normal lizard, just like the others, right? But she is different, and I will tell you why. En este hermoso jardín lleno de flores y fresas, vive una pequeña lagartija verde llamada Lala. Lala parece ser una lagartija normal como las otras, pero ella es diferente y pronto sabrán por qué. Every afternoon, Lala would go with her sisters to the pond by the rock. It was the coolest spot for all the young lizards in the garden. At the pond, Lala would take the opportunity to visit Ari, a nice little spider who became her best friend. En las tardes de paseo, Lala iba con sus hermanas al charco de la piedra, que era el sitio preferido de todas las lagartijas jóvenes del jardín. En el charco, Lala aprovechaba para visitar a Ari, una simpática arañita que es su mejor amiga. These are Lala's sisters, and they are not too happy about that friendship. Are you crazy? How can you be friends with a spider? Spiders are food. Lala would respond that she would never bite or hurt a spider or any other insect, but she tried not to argue with them too much because she was worried that her sisters would say something about it to their parents. Las hermanas de Lala la juzgaban por esta amistad. ¡Estás loca! ¿Cómo puedes ser amiga de una araña? Las arañas son comida. Lala les respondía que ella nunca le mordería una pata a una araña o a ningún insecto, pero trataba de no hacer mucho desorden porque no quería que sus hermanas la delataran con sus padres. Every night during dinner, I want you to check this out. Every night during dinner, Mama Lizard would bring a big plate full of insects for the family to eat, because lizards eat insects and bugs. But Lala, oh my God, for Lala that was simply impossible. Todas las noches durante la cena, mamá lagartija traía un plato lleno de insectos y animalitos para que se alimente su familia, porque las lagartijas comen insectos. Pero para Lala eso era imposible. Remember Ari, Lala's friend? Here she is. She lives in a big tree in a spider web, but she's also different. Why do you have a spider web? Her neighbors would ask, if you're not gonna eat those insects you trap. Ari explained that her web was only to keep her safe from predators. She would trap them if the insects were mean to her, but after they promised not to hurt her, then she would release them. La amiga de Lala, Ari, ¿la recuerdan? Vivía en una telaraña debajo de un gran árbol, pero ella también es diferente. Sus vecinos muy curiosos le preguntaban, ¿para qué tienes una telaraña y atrapas insectos si no te los vas a comer? Ella les explicaba que ella solo los atrapaba porque eran predadores y no quería que la lastimen. Cuando prometían no hacerle daño, ella los dejaba escapar. One night during dinner, something happened. The insect on the family platter, do you see? Mama Lisa brought it to the table and it was looking weird. It was bloated and bruised. Everyone at home ate the food. Obviously, they were hungry, except for Lala, of course. She filled her tummy with small leaves, like usual. Una noche durante la cena, algo sucedió. Uno de los insectos de la bandeja que trajo mamá lagartija estaba un poco extraño, amoratado e hinchado. Todos en casa comieron sus platillos, excepto Lala, quien hizo lo normal y se llenó su pancita con las hojas y las semillitas. Well, guess what happened? That night, no one could sleep at home. Oh my God, Lala's parents and her sisters had a terrible stomach ache. The bug that they ate was spoiled. Everyone stayed calm, Mama Lisa would say, reaching in the cabinet for a special medicine that she had for these cases. Just a few drops of this syrup and we'll be fine. Más tarde en casa nadie durmió. Los padres y las hermanas de Lala sintieron mucho dolor de estómago. El insecto estaba malo. Cálmense todos, dijo mamá lagartija sacando de la gaveta una medicina especial que tenía para estos casos. Unas gotas de este jarabe y todos estarán muy bien. Mama Lisa noticed that Lala had not complained even once. She did not look pale like the others, so she asked, "Sweetheart, are you feeling all right?" And before Lala could say anything, one of her sisters decided to tell on her. "Of course she's all right, Mom. Our weird sister never eats insects. She's crazy. She's friends with a spider. Can you believe it?" Mamá lagartija notó que Lala no se había quejado ni una sola vez y no se veía pálida como los demás. «Hija, ¿te sientes bien?» Y antes que Lala pudiera decir algo, una de sus hermanas decidió delatarla. «Claro que se siente bien, mamá. Nuestra hermana la rara no come insectos. Está loca y es amiga de una araña. ¿Puedes creerlo, mamá?» That was a big deal. When that happened, after that revelation, Lala got really scared and she ran to her room crying without even waiting for her reaction, for the reaction of her parents. She immediately thought that because she was different, they were not going to love her and it was better to leave. So before the sunrise, she decided to escape through the window. Luego de semejante revelación, Lala se fue corriendo a su cuarto, llorando sin esperar la reacción de sus padres. Estaba muy nerviosa y asustada, pensando que su familia no la podía aceptar y querer por ser diferente. Así que decidió irse de casa y al amanecer se escapó por la ventana. Where do you guys think that Lala went? I have an idea. Of course, she went to the tree to look for her best friend Ari. Knock, knock, she knocked on the tree. Ari was really surprised to see Lala so early in the morning. "What are you doing here?" she asked. "You are the only one who understands me. We are different and we must leave," answered Lala. ¿Dónde creen ustedes que fue Lala? Obviamente a visitar, a buscar a su mejor amiga la araña Ari. Le tocó en el árbol y le dijo que baje. Ari se sorprendió mucho al ver a Lala tan temprano en la mañana. «¿Qué haces aquí? Nunca vienes a esta hora». «Tú eres la única que me comprende, Ari. Somos diferentes y por eso debemos marcharnos». It was so early and Ari was still a bit confused, but she decided not to argue much with her friend and decided to follow her, and they went away from the garden. They have never been so far away from the garden and the pond before. The surroundings seemed so different to them. No grass, no leaves. What are we supposed to eat around here? There are none of the things that we like. Ari seguía un poco confundida porque estaba muy temprano, pero decidió acompañar a su amiga. Nunca antes se habían alejado tanto del jardín y el charco de la piedra. El paisaje les pareció muy diferente. Había muy pocas hojas, muchas rocas, nada de flores. ¿Qué vamos a comer por aquí si no hay nada de lo que nos gusta? Suddenly, they saw a majestic lizard, bright orange, with black spots on her back and the longest tail that they had ever seen. The big lizard felt the presence of the strangers and looked directly at them. What do we have here? De repente vieron una majestuosa lagartija color naranja, manchas negras como el azabache y con la cola más larga que habían visto jamás. La lagartija sintió la presencia de las forasteras y las miró directamente. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí? Lala and Ari were petrified because of this enormous reptile, and they thought that their destiny was to become the big lizard's dinner. The orange lizard slid down the wall in less than 10 seconds. So quick, and it was standing in front of them, and she asked, "What brings a green lizard and a tree spider to this neighborhood?" Lala y Ari se quedaron petrificadas por ese reptil tan grande y temían que su destino fuera convertirse en su cena. La lagartija naranja se deslizó veloz por la pared y en menos de 10 segundos ya estaba parada frente a ellas y les preguntó: ¿Qué trae por estos rumbos a una verde lagartija de charco y a una araña de jardín? Lala was scared, but she decided to answer. "We are moving. We have decided not to live in the garden anymore." "What? You're speaking nonsense," said the big lizard, laughing. "The garden is a paradise for small creatures like you. Fresh water, tender grass, and a lot of insects to fill your bellies." Lala estaba asustada, pero respondió: "Nos estamos mudando. Hemos decidido no vivir más en el jardín." «¿Pero qué locuras dices, niña?», le dijo la gran lagartija con una carcajada. «Ese jardín es el paraíso para ustedes. Agua permanente, hierba fresca y muchos insectos para llenar sus barrigas hasta reventar». Lala and Ari explained to the big lizard that they are vegetarian. While their friends and family enjoy eating insects, they only like to eat leaves and flowers and seeds. Lala also admitted that she was afraid to be rejected for being different. Lala y Ari explicaron a la gran lagartija que ellas son vegetarianas, que su familia y amigos disfrutan de comer insectos mientras ellas solo comen hojas, flores y semillas. Lala también admitió su temor a ser rechazada por ser diferente. The orange lizard told Ari and Lala that sometimes people judge others for what they see, without knowing how others really are in the inside. That she also used to hide because she was considered different, too big, too bright, and mean. "I am not mean just because I don't look like others," she said. La lagartija naranja les dijo a Ari y a Lala que a veces la gente juzga a los demás por lo que ven sin saber cómo son realmente en su interior, que ella también solía esconderse porque era considerada diferente, muy grande, muy colorida, muy malvada. «Yo no soy malvada, solo por no ser igual a los demás», les dijo. "It's good to be different. If we were all the same and we liked the same things, this world would be very, very boring." "Well, it has been a very interesting talk," the big lizard said, "but I must go now. I am going to see my family and friends because they support me and respect me even if I don't look like them." Es bueno ser diferente, Si todos fuéramos iguales y nos gustaran las mismas cosas, este mundo sería muy aburrido. Bueno, ha sido una charla muy interesante, dijo la gran lagartija, pero ahora debo irme. Voy a ver a mi familia y amigos. Ellos me apoyan y me respetan, aunque no me vea como ellos. I'm going home and you should do the same. It's about to get dark. Lala and Ari admired the silhouette of the amazing lizard as it went away and disappeared between the cracks of the great wall. Lala and Ari decided that it was time for them to go home too. Bueno, chicas, me iré a casa y ustedes deberían hacer lo mismo. Se acerca la noche. Lala y Ari observaron la imponente silueta de aquella lagartija alejarse hasta desaparecer entre las grietas de la gran pared. Lala y Ari decidieron que era momento de regresar a casa ellas también. Lala was walking really slow. She was nervous because she knew that she should not have escaped and that she was probably gonna get grounded. But mostly she was nervous about the conversation with her family about their differences. Mama Lizard saw them from the door and ran towards them, and they hugged. "We are your family," Mama said. "Your happiness is our only concern. We will always support you, no matter what." Lala caminaba muy lento y estaba nerviosa porque sabía que había hecho mal al escapar y seguramente la esperaba un tremendo regaño. Pero sobre todo le preocupaba la conversación que tendría con su familia acerca de sus diferencias. Mamá lagartija las vio desde la puerta y corrió hacia ellas para abrazarlas. «Somos tu familia», le dijo. «Siempre te apoyaremos y lo único que queremos es tu felicidad». That night, they celebrated with a very special dinner. There was music, colorful lights, and two delicious platters, one with fresh and tasty insects and the other with sunflower seeds, rosemary, and spearmint leaves. Lala was so happy and smiling all night long, while looking at her parents, her sisters, and Ari, who winked at her from the other side of the table, because from that night on, she was not only her best friend, she also became part of the family. Esa noche celebraron con una cena muy especial. Hubo música, luces de colores y en la mesa bandejas con apetitosos manjares, una con insectos frescos y la otra con deliciosas semillas de girasol, hojas de hierbabuena y romero. Lala estaba feliz y sonriente disfrutando la compañía de sus padres y sus hermanas y también de Ari, quien desde el otro lado de la mesa le hizo un guiño. A partir de esa noche no solo fue su mejor amiga, sino que pasó a ser parte de la familia. Well, guys, that was Lala's story. I hope you like it, and especially I hope that you understand that this world needs different people, and that's what makes it special, that not because someone else doesn't look like us or doesn't like the same things, they are bad or they're mean. We have to respect each other. We have to love each other. Less hate, more love. Chicos, espero que les haya gustado este cuento de Lala, especialmente el mensaje que existe gente diferente y eso hace de este mundo más especial. No porque alguien no se vea como nosotros o no le gusten las mismas cosas, quiere decir que son malos y que no debemos respetarlos. Al contrario, más cariño, más respeto. So, let's dare to be different, just like Lala. Thank you again for this opportunity. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.